friends, and welcome back to a new video, this time the first one from my Vlogmas series in 2024. What an amazing year this has been. For this year's Vlogmas I aim to post weekly because of a higher volume of repertoire that I need to learn in a short amount of time, because the number of future concerts that will happen this month is gonna be a little bit more frequent than usual. Hence, less available time for me to edit the vlogs, so therefore I somehow managed to find this solution a few days ago while I was just thinking about the Vlogmas, to actually post weekly and maybe slightly longer videos. If I manage to squeeze a video here and there more frequently after the second half of December, we'll see, but for the moment we'll just keep it weekly and see how things go from there. This vlog is dedicated to looking back on how 2024 was for me, together with the lessons that I learned throughout the year. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for everything that I have. Both the internal and external resources that I have enable me to create content for you, play music, and create a meaningful life that inspires me and hopefully inspires others as well. Secondly, this year was very different comparing to the other ones, and that is because I had more time to search for a much more suitable place to stay. In the previous years, I do remember that every time I used to move houses, I would choose the most suitable one from the few houses that I used to see within a very limited time frame. So when the time is short, of course, you choose the best option that you have within that time frame, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the best option for you. That was the situation that I was in a couple of years ago. Fortunately, now it feels different. There were also lots of concerts and new projects and recordings that I worked for, also new places that I visited with the occasions of these projects, and fingers crossed there are going to be even more projects like this. Thinking in greater detail is a skill that was definitely enhanced for me this year, due to these experiences that pushed me out of my comfort zone, out of which of course it was the process of finding this house that I'm living in after a continuous 3-month search, also the use of technology and learning to use different video and audio editing software under a very short period of time. Of course, that is also a stretch. Learning new repertoire for concerts, not necessarily new in terms of new music, but new for me. So that was also something that needed a bit more time to settle, and also taking time to plan the future projects and to think about everything else in much more detail than I used to do it before. And of course, they all take time. Dealing with unexpected situations was also another factor that pushed me out of my comfort zone, such as having the zipper of my concert dress broken just 1 hour before a concert. And thankfully, I had the help from one of my colleagues that was very kind and thoughtful and considerate to help me. I was very lucky and grateful. Another aspect that was enhanced this year to a higher degree is house management, in order to arrange my workspace to fit its purposes. In addition, learning new pieces of music and planning new projects were two of my most frequent activities this year. Not to mention the Vlogmas that needed a lot of planning and preparation. And of course, arranging all sorts of music is something that does take time, and the more you do it, the easier the process. Even this year's Vlogmas is different than the one last year because of a different space and furniture decorated with Christmas ornaments. And that was 2024 for me. I'm curious to find out how 2024 was for you. Did you have any experiences that pushed you out of your comfort zone much more than expected? And if so, what were those experiences? Feel free to share them in the comment section if you feel like doing so. And with this being said, I will close the vlog here, and I'm so looking forward to creating the content for the next video. Until then, take care and have a great week.